How does half-life impact PET scan accuracy? Have you ever wondered how the time it takes for a radioactive substance to decay can affect the accuracy of brain scans? Let's break it down in a way that makes sense. The half-life of a radioactive tracer is the time it takes for half of the tracer to decay. This is a key factor in positron emission tomography scans, or PET scans, which are used for brain mapping and diagnostics. When we use tracers with very short half-lives, like oxygen-15, which lasts about 2 minutes, we need to act fast. This means the imaging must happen quickly after the tracer is injected. While this short half-life limits the time we have for scanning, it also reduces the radiation exposure for the patient. However, it does requiring that the tracer is made right at the imaging site, which can be tricky to manage. On the other hand, tracers like fluorine-18 have a longer half-life of around 110 minutes. This gives us more time to transport the tracer from where it is produced to the imaging center. With this longer half-life, we can schedule scans more flexibly. It also helps keep a strong concentration of the tracer in the brain during the scan, which leads to clearer images. However, the downside is that longer half-lives can increase the amount of radiation the patient receives. The half-life of the tracer impacts PET scan accuracy in a few important ways. First, it affects how quickly we can get the tracer ready and injected. If we are rushed, the timing might not be perfect, which can lead to less clear images. With longer half-lives, we have more time, but we must balance that with the potential for higher radiation doses. Next, the strength of the signal we get from the tracer is influenced by its decay rate. If the tracer decays too fast, the signal may not be strong enough, resulting in lower image quality. Conversely, a tracer that stays active longer can produce better images but at the cost of increased radiation exposure. Finally, the half-life should align with the biological process we want to study. For brain metabolism, we need tracers that can capture activity during peak times. This ensures we get the most accurate representation of what is happening in the brain. In the field of neurotechnology and brain mapping, choosing a tracer with the right half-life is essential. It allows us to capture the brain's metabolic or molecular activity accurately. This is vital for detecting issues like tumors or neurodegenerative diseases. In practical terms, the half-life influences how we schedule PET scans, how we produce and deliver tracers, and how we interpret the resulting images. By optimizing these factors, we can improve the reliability and diagnostic value of PET scans in brain mapping and neurological diagnostics.